Tanya McLean-Nicholas, licensed marriage family therapist and owner of Renewed Hope Counseling. I'm ready to share another topic in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month. That's right, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and bringing awareness to the importance of taking care of your mental health and fighting against the stigmas that are associated with mental illness is very important during the month of May, and every day for that matter. Today's topic is a much needed conversation. It's oftentimes overlooked. It focuses on a group of individuals who may sometimes suffer in silence. Our topic for today is protecting the mental health of our military spouses. So grab your tea or your coffee, whichever you prefer, and let's dig in. Let me first say, in speaking of military spouses, I'm not just referencing wives as being the civilians and their husbands being service members, because I know this gender makeup can vary as to which partner is the civilian and whom is the service member. Or in some cases, both partners could be in the service, and that would bring about a totally different conversation. But today I'm focusing on civilian spouses, and particularly from the perspective of a woman, because I'm a woman and I've had some former experience in that area. Military spouses are faced with multiple stressors, and in spite of proactive conversation and planning, sometimes you're just still not ready for what is to come. Being the spouse of a service member means you sign up for possible moves and relocations every 2 to 3 years, and the possibility of leaving the state or even the country, or even just your spouse being away from you for extended periods of time. Unexpected and untimely deployments are difficult. There's difficult adjustments. You go to an unfamiliar place, or even the transition if you're a service member returning back from someplace. They have to get back acclimated to the home environment. Being a military spouse is the wearing of multiple hats and playing various roles. You're a support to your spouse, you're a parent, you're there to comfort your kids, you're a homemaker, you're a teacher, you're a doctor sometimes. There's the loss of community and relationships from moves and even social support. The close family and friends that you're used to calling, sometimes it's just not there. And then, of course, let's not forget about the poor self care. Your role and responsibilities keep you from taking good care of your diet sometimes, getting enough exercise, getting enough sleep, and just having a moment to breathe. So many studies have shown that what I just mentioned are contributing factors to mental illness, such as major depressive disorder or depression in military spouses. Now, you may think that these issues are no different than people that are not in the military. However, make no doubt that the unique stressors associated to military life, they're different than those faced by civilians. And the stigmas that are associated to mental health for military spouses is what usually keeps them from getting help. A mental health stigma is a negative attitude or belief that denies an individual their full social acceptance, their prejudices that highly impact a person's ability and even their desire to access or even utilize any type of mental health care. And although there have been huge efforts to reduce mental health stigmas within military culture, stigmas still remain the reasons why service members and their spouses do not access mental health care. So, military spouses at times are faced with the social pressures to what they call bear the rank of their spouses, meaning to uphold a certain look or social etiquette as a representation of their spouse. And getting mental health care may taint that image. The military has a culture of strength and self sufficiency, and in some studies, spouses report the pressure to stay strong, to hold down the fort, and focusing on mental health concerns would be seen as a weakness. There's a real fear of just being seen by someone you know while you're in a place to get mental health care, or a concern that your mental health condition might impact your spouse's career in the form of limiting their promotions or even their future duty locations or assignments. Another huge barrier for military spouses in accessing mental health care is the lack of time. I hear that all the time, lack of time. When people are wearing multiple hats, it sometimes doesn't allow for self care. Time is spread thin among a variety of responsibilities as a spouse, as a homemaker, as a parent, as an employee, and maybe even a possible business owner, that it doesn't allow for physical activities, social connections, and the ability to manage stress. These three factors are essential in maintaining your mental health. It's important to erase the stigmas that are associated with mental illness and mental health treatment and begin creating a culture of inclusiveness that says you're not alone, that it's okay to say you're not okay, or needing to ask for help is not a weakness, but it's just part of being human. It's important to be part of the solution in raising mental health awareness by being a listening ear, asking the right questions of your family and friends who may be struggling, and encouraging them to ask and accept help. Finally, it is extremely important to increase your knowledge of resources and share them with others by contacting places like Tricare, which is the military's healthcare program, and it provides services for the members and their families. And you have access to mental health information, you have a crisis hotline, and even the ability to connect with nurses. Military One Source has a list of available military and nationwide resources for mental health conditions, as well as online trainings. There's telehealth services, which is accessing mental health services, whether it's on the phone or video. Those are available and have been helpful for those with limited time or those who are challenged with childcare, can't leave the home, or don't want to leave the home and be seen in person. You can also contact your family life chaplain for faith-based assistance or find a local church community. That's helpful as well. Military family life counselors are available for short-term counseling, as well for those working military spouses. Many companies offer employee assistance programs that provide short-term counseling. As a military spouse, you are the foundation of your family, and it may be hard to find the time to address your needs, but it is imperative. As they say on the airlines, you first must help yourself before you can take care of others. Seek the help you deserve because you're not alone. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed your tea with tea on this Talk Therapy Tuesday. I'm Tanya McLean Nicholas, and I hope that you have an amazing day.